Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, hope y'all feeling amazing, doing amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay. It's alright, my friend. Because you know why? Bad times don't last forever because after every storm, there is a rainbow. And trust me, my friend, you're getting closer and closer every day to that beautiful rainbow, that pot of gold, that light at the end of the tunnel, or whatever else you guys like to refer to, and so on and so on. Hey y'all, hope y'all feeling amazing or doing amazing as always, and if not, it's okay, it's alright. First and foremost, I just want to say, wow, May has been a wonderful month so far for me, and I hope it has been the same for you. And if not, trust me, my friend, June is almost here. You have time, and Wellness 101 is almost here too. So, time for us to reflect on how the month has been to us. I hope you guys are really, really, really taking the time and focusing on your mental health because May is also impacted with mental health month. And every vibe that I give y'all is impacted with incorporating mental health, and y'all know this podcast is nothing but surrounded by educational wellness. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this, but true to this, hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? So, oh my gosh, y'all, I have a little sinus infection. I graduated Saturday, May 17th, this past Saturday, y'all, from Morgan State University with a bachelor's in social work. And we graduated outside of the football field. Mind y'all, here in Baltimore, the pollen was on 1,000, it felt like. And I didn't take my allergy pills, so if you guys hear a little sniffling and my voice sound a little cracky, a little different, I'm so sorry. I feel 10 times better than I did the night of graduation and Monday and so on. I'm slowly getting better, and I feel even more better now than I did when it started out or whatever. But my apologies if I do sound a little raspy. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry, but I just had to give, like, I have to give y'all the vibe of the day, regardless of if I'm in a good mood or not. I still have to give y'all this, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I do give y'all the vibe of the day, and I be in that mode, if I'm not comfortable or not, throughout me talking and stuff, it changed, everything changes, and it just be like, oh my gosh, like, I feel so much better. But yes, y'all, I just want to say to everyone out there that is starting a new chapter in their life, just accomplished something, I am so proud of you. Shout out to you. This journey is not easy at all. Trust me, I know when it comes to graduating, getting a new job, getting a new house, starting whatever the case may be, y'all, I'm so proud of you. Celebrate yourself, love on yourself, honor yourself. Please support yourself please support the ones around you, as well as please honor people, because it's so hard to get to things like this. And I love this time of the year because this is where the embracing the new chapters in our life is like happening. When it comes to graduation, like, whatever you're doing in life, graduation, starting new beginnings, whatever the case may be, I'm so, so, so proud of you guys because it's hard. It's so very hard to just put yourself out there on the forefront, to get a degree, certification, to be in the military, the Air Force, the Army, whatever the case may be, getting married, moving to a new state, starting a new career, starting a family, starting a business, whatever the case may be. To all you people out there that have done something very different and something out of the ordinary in your life, and something that you have been manifesting and praying for, I'm so, so proud of you, and I'm so, so happy for you. And the sky is the limits. I feel like the sky has no limits because you can do whatever you want, when you want, and how far you could go, and everything like that. Shout out to everyone, because, like, y'all, I love this time of the year towards spring to summertime because that's where all the magic begins. Like, we're here for a good time, but we also going to make sure we get those goals and things that we have been manifesting and praying for off the checklist, and make sure that it makes sense in the long run, and it's going to impact us in so many phenomenal ways. So, y'all, I hope you guys also enjoyed the first Vibe It Out with guests for this month. I feel like I say all the time, every Vibing Out with guests that I have is super dope, and I love it so much because being able to learn from my guests and how they incorporate whatever topic they wanted to talk about impacting education and wellness, because that's what the podcast is mainly surrounded by. It's just super dope how people just be like, whatever it is that they talk about and how they incorporate it and intertwine education with wellness is so super dope to me. And it's just, y'all, I just be so lost for words. So shout out to all the guests that has been on Vibing Out with Guests, to the upcoming guests, and to the future guests at that. I am so, so happy that I did take that risk and start this series. I think I had Vibing Out with Guests for March, April, May. 3 months now. May 14th had made 3 months since Vibing Out with Guests have been created. And I am so, 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 so... oh gosh, y'all. I'm just so lost for words, and I'm so happy about that. The Wellness 101 lessons have made... I think it's made a year. It's a year. It has made a year. And the podcast itself will be turning 2 years old next month, June 15th. I think we got like 20 something days left. I forgot to count down, y'all. Again, I'm so sorry. I'm going to keep y'all updated. I keep saying I am, but once June come, y'all, I promise y'all I'm gonna have the iPad sitting here like, look, we got this many days and everything like that. So yes, but as always, I thank you all so very much for taking the time out of your busy day to even listen to me, to just catch a vibe with me, because that just makes me so happy, and it just fills me up inside, because life be lifing, like the kids be saying, life be lifing. And I understand that at times we all cannot catch up on things that we want to catch up on. That's why I say at times, if you morning, evening, afternoon, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the next Wednesday, whatever the case may be, I just thank y'all so much for just listening to me. I see the numbers. Sometimes they go up and go down, but that really don't matter to me. Long as someone is listening. Because I always say to you, if I cannot help a lot of people, long as I can help someone, because that's how I just look at things. You know, sometimes we cannot help as many people as we want to, but long as someone is getting the concept and understanding it and is here for it and is appreciating everything that you're doing, as well as how big or small it is, I thank you all so very much. Because it's hard. Like, y'all, like, now that I can reflect on how school has been, as well as creating Vibing with E, in the process of me transforming into being a social worker, like, preparing to be a social worker, working 2 jobs, things like that, y'all, it was not easy. And been times where, when it came to recording, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna record as soon as I get off, or as soon as I get out of school, or before I go to class. Y'all, it's been times where I had recorded before class. I'm not gonna lie. It's been times I recorded before I even went to bed. You know, it was sacrifices I had to make. But I look back at them and be like, wow, I wouldn't change nothing about it, because that motivated me so much, and it gave me the strength and courage to do what I do. And I'm so glad I'm just so glad that I was able to incorporate Vibing with E within my major as a social work, because it has enhanced so much things and opened so much doors for me so far when it comes to collaborating with people that want to be social workers, collaborating with people that want to focus on wellness, or collaborating with people in general that just want to know more about me and understand why I do what I do and things like that. So y'all, take a leap of faith. Trust me. At first, for me, I was so nervous. I was so scared, because like I always say, the whole purpose of Vibing Out with E was just for fun, just to talk crap, then to have fun, talk about topics that just for the fun of it. But then when I found my niche, when it comes to certain topics that you really don't hear on the daily, it shifted gears for me, and I'm so glad that it did shift a gear for me, and it has been so phenomenal and so dope. And I'm so glad that you guys have been able to witness this journey with me and just give me all the kind words and stuff, because I'm telling you, it takes a lot out of a person to maintain so much on their plate and do what they love. Like, it's so crazy how things go, and I'm just so glad that I was able to still give y'all vibes of the day. wellness lessons, and even give y'all the new series on Vibing Out with Guests. And stay consistent. Because, y'all, it been times where, prime example, I had to graduate with a 16-page paper. Y'all, it was times where I'd be like, I don't even think I'm gonna record. I don't even think nobody's gonna get it. Nobody's gonna hear an episode today because this paper had to get done. It had to get done. Y'all, where's the board at? Let me show y'all the board. If I can show y'all the board. I don't know if I can show y'all the board. But let me tell y'all how this paper impacted me so much that I stressed and stressed and stressed and stressed so bad to the point where that I got a 172 out of 180 on this paper. My research paper focused on African American children, reducing the importance to abuse and abuse and neglect. As a social worker, and at my internship, I had incorporated that because child abuse and neglect is a very, very serious issue that's going on, especially in social work. And it's so I wouldn't say as broad, but it is broad, but a lot of attention don't be taken on it as much. And when I did my research on it from like just hands-on experience at my internship, learning about it in class, outside of class, and then growing up in Baltimore City and not knowing what it was as a child, but understanding it as an adult, especially neglect, because neglect can be visual and things like that. It has turned me, it just turned the way I think and stuff like on a whole double level, y'all. It's just, I'm so speechless because that paper took me out. And I was like, I gotta get this done. Like, there been times where y'all, like, I would not go out. I would be spring break. Oh, I was at my internship doing my paper. I was at home doing the paper all night long. Y'all, I'll never forget. It was raining so bad here. I watched the rain. I was sitting in the living room, the door open. It was pouring down raining. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And all I'm thinking in my mind is, I'm going to make sure this paper is going to make sense. And the crazy thing was, y'all, I said, as long as I hit a B, I'm good. Y'all, the day that we had the symposium, because we had to present the posters to people who came or whatever, I was like, as long as I get a B, I'm okay. That night of the symposium, my professor put the grade in. I was so lost for words. Like, I couldn't even scream how I wanted to, because that paper was like, it took everything out of me. And it was just like, my other assignments too, because I had group projects and too. The paper just took everything out of me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I gotta think of the podcast. I gotta think of making money. And I gotta think about getting some sleep. After that, y'all, and when April 30th came, Wednesday, April 30th came, the last day of classes, I was like, oh, this is for real. I got time now. And today's Father's Day is a vibe that just put the ice on the cake for everything that I just talked about. As well as during the time when April came last month, like after like everything was settling down and I was preparing for May's vibes, I was just like, oh my gosh. May is mental health month. It's a must that I talk about mental health, as well as incorporating my experience within preparing to leave, like preparing to get the degree, preparing for to what's to come for me, and preparing for everything else within the journey of just embracing this next journey in my life, this next chapter in my life. So I say this to say, y'all, take that leap of faith. It's going to be times where you're missing out on things, but you got to think, what's important? Getting this degree, getting this business off the ground, getting the certification, whatever the case may be, or hanging out. It is when times where people will be mad at me because I'm like, I'm not going out. Sorry. I'm not. Because when you dedicate yourself and lock in, you be like, all right, I could do that afterwards. But right now, this is like, it feel like it's like death do us part type of moment. And just being able to look back at me getting the grade that I did, and me being able to walk across the stage with high honors, magna cum laude, I just sit back and be like, wow. I'm not gonna lie, my associate's degree, I was rushing to get out of there. The pandemic was just, it was just something that I just could not, mentally I was so gone. And I was just like, I had that mindset of, please get degrees. And as a person that had honors from elementary, middle school, high school, get to college is like, please get degrees. Mm-mm. And when I came into the program at Morgan for social work, that whole mindset was gone. And when I had seen the 4.0s and stuff, it was just like, wow. And being able to graduate magna cum laude was like, wow. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice things. But I'm glad I did not stop vibing out with E, because this helped me along the way as well. Mentally, it helped me. Like I say all the time, every vibe that I have, not only am I teaching it to you guys and letting y'all know, I'm learning right with y'all. Because when you read it out loud and you soak it in and let it just marinate, it's like, oh my gosh. Because I type it and stuff and I just be like, okay, all right. But when you read it out loud and understand it more, it's like, dang, I did not know this was that. So y'all, just use me as a testimony. As in, don't stop, keep going. You're going to have bumps in the road. Manifestation is real. Praying is real. Talking to somebody is most definitely needed. Depending on your village is very needed, as well as having a village, because it is not easy. And it is so hard when you feel like you can do this all by yourself. No. You need people in your corner. Even at times when you're like, I don't need nobody, I got this. But sometimes we do need people. And you never know how much people can help us in the long run. I'm very grateful for my village and the people that came along the way, as well as vice versa for the people that I helped within their journey, within whatever the case may be. So don't take things for granted, y'all. Do what's best for y'all. And always remember that you got this. Just take as much time as you need to. Because you never know how much of an impact that you can put onto someone. Someone can see you doing something within your business, educational wise, everything, whatever the case may be. You can impact them to wanting to do that. Going back to school, creating a business, whatever the case may be. You never know how big of an impact you can put on somebody. Your story can really, really, really make someone be so much different. And you know when it's genuine when they give you your flowers. So don't be afraid to give someone their flowers. Let someone know that you're proud of them. Let someone know that it's going to get better. Just being able to display good vibes and give good vibes, you're going to get your blessings in return. Okay? Okay. So without further ado, y'all, I'm so excited about this vibe, y'all. I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing my voice or watching me on YouTube. Because as always, every vibe of the day is something special. Turn me up on your PCs, tablets, laptops, phones, radio, Alexas, speakers, whatever. Because I think y'all going to really, really, really enjoy this vibe. And it really sums up everything that I said. So let's get into it. So today's vibe of the day is graduation and transitioning, embracing the new chapter. So, like I said, this one really hit for me because I can talk about this all day, but I also can embrace this vibe within saying that be able to accept the new things that's coming in your life. Be able to accept change and be able to take a risk on things in your life. Be able to do things out of the ordinary. Take that leap of faith, but also be able to prepare for what life has in store for you. When it comes to graduation, congratulations to all the graduates out there. You have started a new beginning in your life that's going to take off with the degree or certification that you have worked so hard for. As well as when it comes to transitioning to people, regardless, new house, parent, new become a new parent, whatever the case may be, congratulations to you as well, because you have just stepped into the new chapter of your life that you're going to embrace, and it's been something that you have been manifesting and praying for so long. And I'm so happy for you, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad you took that risk, and you know this is going to be the one for the books. As y'all can see, I have my shirt on, Morgan State University, embracing change, class of 2025. I have pictures with this sweatshirt on, y'all, on the podcast page, and it'll be on YouTube as well, so y'all can see a little up close and personal. But y'all, this vibe really just hit the nose for me, because it's like, I love this. I love to see people win. I love to see people, have those. I love to see how when people tell their story, like they had those bad times in their life, but those bad times motivate them for the good times that they have now. And they always remembered the bad times that has humbled them to be into this new beautiful aspect, chapter, journey, whatever in their life. If you're new here, I break down every vibe of the day from definitions, 5 W's, quote of the day with notes, some off the top of the dome, some from website, some from online, whatever. Because as I'm telling you guys, I'm learning as I go as well. Okay? And I like how I break it down like that, because it also understands more. And what motivated me to do that is because working with children, when you're in school, you got the objective, the activity, the discussion, closing exercise, so something like that. So let's get into it. So the definition: graduating and transitioning represents powerful milestones that marks both ending and beginnings. There are moments of growth, reflection, and stepping into the unknown with courage and hope. Whether you're finishing school, changing careers, or shifting personal roles, transitioning challenges you to release the old and welcome the new. These seasons are emotionally transformative and often uncomfortable. They are also filled with possibilities. Embracing the new chapter, meaning trusting your journey, honoring where you have been, and believing in where you're going. So to everyone out there that is stepping into a new chapter in their life, regardless if it's graduating, transforming from this place to that place, and taking this out or whatever in your life, please embrace this new chapter. Because being able to take a leap on faith, in with the new and out with the old, celebrating those big wins, being able to do things that you have been manifesting and praying for is so important, and it's so amazing. So be able to embrace this change. Be able to look back and realize this is going to make me. It's going to make me a better person. And this is something that I have been manifesting for, and I know in the long run it's going to make sense. Because I fought so hard for this. And I'm so proud of you. You got this, and this is going to make you to be a better person. Enjoy this new normal in your life. So question number 1, who is impacted by graduation and transitions? When it comes to the who, y'all, if you're new here, every question that has who is everyone. From little kids on up, everyone's impacted by something, regardless how big or small it is. Everyone is impacted with something in life. Okay? So everyone is impacted with graduation and transition. Graduation and transition impacts students, parents, educators, and anyone stepping into a new season of life. It's not just about leaving a school. It's about letting go of a familiar routine and identity. From high school seniors to college grads to adults shifting careers, transition touches people across all stages. Parents feel the shift too, as they support loved ones moving forward or adjusting to empty nests. Even teachers and mentors experience a sense of completion and new beginnings. It also deepens new emotions for those feeling uncertain about what's next. Anyone facing change, big or small, is affected by the weight and wonders of the new chapter. So, everyone is impacted by a new chapter in life, embracing a new chapter in life when it comes to graduation, ending, translating and transforming whatever into whatever what's going on in their life. Everyone's dealing with it. Some of us know what's next. Some of us don't know what's next. But being able to just embrace being in this new chapter is what matters the most. Trust me, I know how it feels because sometimes we don't know what's next. Sometimes we don't even know if it's worth going for it. Is it even worth a new chapter in our life? But being able to look back and take a leap of faith, just test the waters, it's going to be worth it in the long run. We're all impacted by it. The people that were with us in this journey, the people who were outside looking in, everyone you consider to be a part of your journey has also shifted. Not only you, but your parents, your guardians, the teachers, the professors, mentors, children, whatever has also shifted and has been impacted by this. As someone like me, as being the oldest, it has impacted my siblings, my parents, my friends, and so on. And being able to see that you're making a very, very good impact within your life, within embracing this new chapter, is something that's a blessing. So one thing I always tell people is to, sometimes you're not going to know the answers right away. Sometimes you're not going to have the plans right away. But don't wait too long until it's too late for you to, prepare for what's next to come, to embrace the new chapter in your life. Take the time all you need, but also enjoy the moment. Don't rush the moment. Because y'all, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I was not even looking at the countdown for graduation. I was like, I just wanted to come. I just wanted to come naturally. Because when I kept thinking about the countdown, I didn't feel excited for it. As well as anything in your life. Like if you get a new home, getting married, having kids, enjoy every moment that you can and stop waiting for the countdown. Because, time is a terrible thing to waste. And as well as when it comes to counting down low-key a little bit for the $5 guest. I sometimes forget because it's like I just want to enjoy the moment. But it's crazy how time can creep up on you. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Time can creep up on you in so many ways. But just enjoy every moment that you can. Embrace this new chapter in your life. And also love on yourself, but give yourself the round of applause that you need. Sometimes we're not going to know all the answers right away. Like when we graduate or go somewhere, move to a new state or whatever, we're not going to have it all figured out. We just gotta do what we gotta do. Because sometimes when you just go with the flow, it works. Sometimes if you just do things out of the ordinary, it works too. Just being able to embrace this new chapter in your life is just very important. So when it comes to who's impacted by it, everyone is. Take a leap on faith. Enjoy it. It's going to have you like up and down, but just embrace it. Just embrace it because it's take a lot out of a person to just prepare for a new chapter. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm going to keep saying it because I know how it feels to prepare for something and you just been like, just really here. Let it soak in, but also prepare for what's to come and don't wait until it's too late to make the next moves. Excuse me. So what does graduation or life transition represent? So graduation represents both an ending and beginning, a close of one chapter and the opening of another. It's a symbol of hard work, growth, and perseverance through challenges. Transition often brings reflection as we look back at how far we have come and who we have become. There also brings hope, fear, and excitement for what's ahead. It's more than a ceremony. It's a personal transformation. These moments remind us that life is a series of elevation, not fixed destination. Embracing the next chapter, meaning trusting that we're ready, even if we don't have all the answers yet. So when it comes to graduation or transition into things like that within life, we're not going to have all the answers. Like I said, we're not going to have all the answers. At times, you're not going to know what's next. Sometimes you're not even going to be prepared for what's next to come. Sometimes, y'all, I had to pause it real quick because I was like, something didn't look right. But we're cool. So yes, y'all, when it comes to graduating or transition into things within our life, within a new chapter, and we have to embrace it. Sometimes we're not going to have all the answers right away. That's why I say all the time, enjoy the moment. Once the moment die down, that's when they give people the time to say, okay, now let me put my boots on and let's march into what's next. Take the time that you need. Because at times, we need a break. Trust me, as someone that just graduated with a bachelor's degree, I'm enjoying summer break as much as I can. So when it's time for me to go back to school, I'm locked and loaded. I have some friends that say they're not going back till next year, and that's okay, because when it comes to graduating within school-wise, career-wise, sometimes we need to take mental breaks, as well as when it is to, by May being mental health month, I tell people all the time, please focus on your mental health. Please, please, please. If you guys take mental health days off from work, you gotta disconnect yourself from social media, the world around you, please do it. Because your mental matters. You do not want to overwhelm yourself. And don't force yourself into something and you know you're not ready for it. So when it comes to life transition, how it represents, trust me, some of us be ready to hit that mark, but we're also going to enjoy, not having to submit assignments at 11:55. Not have to worry about waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning to get to this job and be at this place and go to this class, stuff like that. When we get to the finish line, we get what we have manifested, prayed for, or preparing to step into a new leap of faith. Enjoy the break. Enjoy for a while. Because y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, a person like me, I don't like to say stagnant. School's over. Y'all, I'm a little bit of a rat. I don't know what else to do. Besides the podcast, y'all, I don't know, like, my whole routine of waking up every day early, going to internship, coming home working, and going this place, and going to school. It's like, I'm glad I get some sleep in. But then I'd be like, what else to do? Like, well, I love preparing for the podcast, don't get me wrong. But after I do that, I'd be like, what else is it to do? And this takes the time for you to also to learn more about yourself. After you have closed one chapter in your life, embrace this new chapter. Learn more about yourself. Enhance something that you don't even know about yourself. Like, y'all, I love journaling. That's one thing that I know I'm going to forever do. So I'm going to go back into that heavily. I might even start a new hobby. I don't know. But just take the time to embrace this change. That you have a break or whatever. Embrace the change. Love it. Take the time out. Just take the time and see what can you learn about yourself. Because trust me, when we are so used to that normal and we start a new normal, it's like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I don't know what's next. What I love about this time of the year within graduation and then being able to transition into another chapter in your life, I love people saying, I'm going to take the break right now, but I am going to learn more about myself and I'm going to love on me more and pay close attention to my mental health. Because within everything we do, y'all, your mental plays a big role. Trust me. Me and my friends, we would go to the library. We were going to the library for every weekend. Mentally, we were so drained. And when we got our grades back and we were able to look back and was like, I'm so glad that we did this together. And we all graduated with honors and things like that. We was like, okay, now what's next? We all have plans on, going back to school right away or next year or so. But what are we going to do now in the meantime? And I was like, let's enjoy without having the academic stress right now. Let's enjoy not having to write a paper right now and make sure it's done by 11:55. Let's just enjoy life on the edge. Trust me, it is whatever. Even from a new job, when you used to waking up at 11:50, not 11:50. When you used to waking up 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, even 3, whatever the case may be. And you get a new job, and it's like, dang, what the heck? Or if you quit your job to start your own business or something, that transition is something. But I've learned from older people around me, they're like, I don't regret anything that I've done. I'm embracing this new chapter in my life because it has helped me. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to forget that chapter in my life that prepared me to get to where I'm at. But I feel more at ease and more at peace by me having to start a new beginning. And I had to end something to start a new beginning. And I don't regret it. So with everything you do, y'all, don't regret it. Because at the end of the day, it's going to make sense. If it don't make sense right now, like when it just start, give it time. Because everything is time and patience. You gotta, let it die down for a minute. Slow and steady win a race. Don't rush it. But enjoy every minute of it. Number 3. When do transitions feel most overwhelming or emotional? So I say, as a person that just graduated, and like with my friends who had this conversation too, it feels overwhelming and emotional when it's like, okay, what's next? It's like what's next to come? Like when you're uncertain and then we don't know what's next with the unknown. We don't know like what's to come, and all our emotions is through the roof. It's like we're happy, we're blue, we're extraordinary, we're exquisite, we're everything. It's like so many emotional roller coasters going on. But some of them are good and some of them are bad. And here's why. Transition feelings most overwhelmed when they're uncertain, pressure, or a fear of the unknown. The days leading up to graduation or big life changes often stir up deep emotions, excitement mixed with sadness or doubt. It's natural to grieve what you're leaving behind, even if you're stepping into something great. Transitions can also feel intense when expectations are high or plans don't unfold perfectly. When support systems shift or identities is tied to the past, emotions tend to run deep. Big life events often brings us questions about purpose, belongings, and direction. The key is to give ourselves grace during these moments of change. Like I said, we all like graduation and just starting new things in our life, starting new businesses, starting a new family, going to a new state, whatever. It will have you like on an emotional roller coaster. But embrace this. Embrace this. Be grateful for this change. Embrace this change because this is something you have been manifesting for. Sometimes what we think may come to reality and sometimes it may not. And what's so crazy is, y'all, I believe in the saying that if you have a dream and you see it clear, it will happen. And then sometimes it may not happen. The unknown, y'all, is a beautiful thing and it's a scary thing. But I always take a leap of faith because you never know how much that can help you in the long run. So by us having those feelings of overwhelm or emotional triggers when it comes to transitioning into something in our life, I just look at it like, this was for me. This was set for me for a reason. And I believe in the saying like, it's for you, but it might not happen for you right now. Because you and your friend can have the same mindset, the same goal. But if they get it first, that means it's for them. Your time is coming. Just sit back and be patient. As growing up as a young adult now, I understand that. When I was younger, it used to hurt my feelings. And my mom used to be like, it's not for you right now. Let them have their time. Because when yours come, you'll see why this is for you at this time. And also, too, y'all, I noticed, too, sometimes people, you can have the same mindset and agenda and goal. Some people will have the same emotions that they had for you, meaning they give you flowers, and some don't. As a person like me, I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. If nobody enjoyed it, I know I am. Because no one knows how hard it was for you to get to this point in your life. Trust me, nobody knows how hard it was for you to take a leap on faith and to do these things for yourself. Trust me, it is times where I used to be like, I'm really about to get this degree at this age that I am. And I am really getting myself together. And I am going to make a change. And I'm going to make sure that this change is worth the while. And I'm going to make sure that regardless of who like it or not, it's going to make sense in the long run. And it feels like I'm preaching to y'all, but I'm telling y'all from experience. When it comes to those transitional moments in our life, big or small, take it with a grain of salt. Embrace this new chapter in your life. Embrace this new beginning. Because this is going to make you. I don't like saying make or break you. It's going to make you. Especially if you have been manifesting this, saying it, I can't wait till this happen. I can't wait to get this. I can't wait for that. Take it with a grain of salt and absorb it and love on it and appreciate it so much. Rather than just getting a degree, certification, doing some military, starting a business, getting a new job, stepping in on faith, whatever it is, my friend, please take the initiative and love on it and appreciate yourself for taking the risk on what you want for your life. It is going to have you feeling overwhelmed, emotional, but I'm telling you, once you let it soak in like seasoning and put in the work and put in the actions and enjoy every bit of it, all that's going to go out the window. It's going to be out the window and it's going to have you like, oh my gosh. But we all go through things in the beginning. Trust me, it's normal. But once you put your boots on the ground and you doing what you're doing, it's like, man, what was all that about? So take that leap on faith and enjoy it and embrace it in every chance that you can get. Number 4, where can we find support during transition? First and foremost, I would say you shouldn't have to find it. Sometimes you have to step outside your reasons. Trust me, sometimes I had to go talk to my counselor for some encouragement, for some encouraging words. Talk to my supervisor. Shoot, even had to look online and pray hard about it. But let me give y'all the insight. Support during transition can be found in communities, conversations, and international practice. Family, friends, mentors, and counselors often grounding wisdom and encouragement. Journaling, reflecting, or therapy can help process the mix of emotions that comes with change. Online community or alumni networking can also create connections when stepping into a new space. Creating riddles like writing a letter to your past self or setting intentions of your future can bring you clarity. We also find support in our routines, in our nature, and in the return to why. No matter where you are, support can be built intentionally through connections and care. I feel like that's plain James simple. Straight to the point. You'll be surprised at how much support can help you in the long run. Like I said too, like the people that even came with me throughout this journey of going to school or the podcast or the case may be, they have put a very big impact onto me, as well as the people that have been reaching out to me to even hear my side of the story. Like y'all, I think I don't want to say it cracks me up, but it shocks me so much on how that I put an impact onto someone. And I'm like, little old me, I don't do much but mind my business. Or how much that I could put an impact onto someone, even if I know them or not. Take that risk on giving somebody their flowers, even if you know them or not. Give them their flowers, because you never know how much that can help them in the long run. You never know how much of an impact you could put onto someone that you just be like, wow, I did not know that my words can help you so much, my friend. And vice versa. There's been people that I don't know from a can of paint that has said things to me that has inspired me so much to keep doing what I'm doing. Even when I'm not in my best headspace, like right now, I still got the sinus infection. But I made it my duty and my prerogative to come on here and run my mouth. Because this is what I love to do. And I find purpose, and it gives me strength, and it gives me so much joy when I see the likes, the comments, the views and stuff, regardless if it go up or not. I always say, as long as I can help someone, that's all that matters. Being able to help someone in the long run is all that matters to me. Regardless how big or small of an impact I can put on their life, as long as I'm putting an impact on their life, that's all that matters. Because you never know somebody's story. Like you don't know how much of an impact you can put on someone that will impact them in the long run, and that it can shape them to a person that they never thought they can be. Regardless if it's on an educational aspect or wellness aspect or just being nice or whatever the case may be. So that's why I say all the time too, please be nice to people. Sometimes I know it eats us up inside. You gotta kill people with kindness. You make more bees with honey. That's how they say it. I don't know. If so, good. But y'all, you never know how much of an impact you can put on someone's life by you just being able to just say, hey, you got this. I understand. I'm here to talk. I'm here if you need someone to talk to. I can help you out, whatever the case may be. You never know of how much of an impact you can put on somebody's life. And you never know how much that can impact them to feel comfortable within willing to take the risk on embracing their new chapter in their life. You never know how much of an impact you can put on someone, y'all. So take that leap of faith and don't be afraid to document your life. Regardless if you get a lot of likes and views or not, do it for you. Don't do it just because you gotta do it. It's been times where y'all look at stuff and my views don't go up, but I do it because you never know who may be watching you. You never know who it can help in the long run. Take a leap on faith and do something that you never have done before, because you never know that it can impact you and it can embrace the next chapter in your life. And lastly, why is it important to embrace the next chapter rather than fear it? I love the why, y'all. It sums up the whole vibe of the day, as well as it sums up the whole purpose of the vibe of the day. So embracing the next chapter helps us grow, evolve, and step into our full potential. While fear is a natural part of change, staying stuck, it can hold us back from opportunities. Every transition offers new lessons, relationships, and ways of discovering who we are. Life is constantly shifting, and learning to welcome the change builds resilience and courage. By choosing to lean into what's next, we permit ourselves to be brave and unsure. Embracing change isn't about having it all figured out. It's about trusting that you are capable of figuring it out as you go. The next chapter may feel unknown, but it also holds the power to surprise and elevate you. I love that, y'all. That's the whole purpose. When it comes to why it's important for you to embrace the next chapter in your life rather than to fear it, you never know. Being able to grow, evolve, and step into your full potential. While it may have those moments that you feel fear, and that's okay, because that's a natural part of change. We're going to be scared, but once you take that leap of faith and don't stay stagnant, it don't stay stuck, it can help you bring opportunities, helps you learn about yourself within the lessons, bring new relationships in, and it helps you discover who you are, as well as it will guide you into so many things in life that you never know. Just being able to take a leap on faith, y'all. I know it's scary. Trust me. It's everything we do is super scary. But having faith and putting yourself out there and embracing this change and not having it all figured out is okay. Trust me. Not having it all figured out right away is okay. But don't wait until it's too late to not have something figured out. Right away, y'all. Like, for example, some people I know just graduated. They're like, look, I'm enjoying life right now. And once I'm done enjoying life, I'm going to get myself together. As well as when it comes to a career. Leaving a job, a facility, or whatever, a past relationship, a group of people, a state, wherever. And just being able to enjoy your freedom mentally and emotionally and spiritually and physically. Being able to enjoy that new chapter in your life without, stressing no more and feeling like you feel like you're not worth anything, whatever the case may be, it's amazing. We're all not going to have the answers right away. Within everything that we do, within embracing a new chapter in our life, we're not going to have all the answers figured out. But being able to choose and to lean into what's next and giving ourselves the purpose to take the initiative to be able for stepping into a new change is amazing. It's so amazing. When we put ourselves out there as well is impacting a new start in our life, is embracing a new chapter in our life. By being able to step into a new chapter in our life, it is going to feel maybe unknown, but it also gives us power that we'll probably be surprised that we never knew that we had. And it helps elevate us. It helps make us into something that we never knew that it helps shaping us as a person that we never even knew that we're shaping to be. That's why I love just sometimes start a new normal. You know, sometimes we be like, I want to go back to a new normal. But sometimes we need to have a new normal because it's impossible to go back to the new normal. It's impossible to go back to your old normal. Everything we do when it changes is a new normal. Is embracing ourselves. The transition in our life to something amazing that we never knew that it could give. From new relationships, new beginnings, whatever the case may be, is amazing. So take that leap of faith, my friends. It is going to be scary, but in the long run, it's going to make total sense and it's going to be so worth it. And the quote I leave you guys with is, there's no growth without change, no change without fear or loss, and no loss without pain. But only through that pain comes with the strength to grow. Once said by Rick Wardo. Whew! Y'all, I really, 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 really hope that you guys enjoyed today's vibe of the day. Regardless of me sounding all raspy, I'm so sorry. But I really, really, really enjoyed today's vibe of the day. As the person that can, how can I want to say it? That can impact and relate on this topic so much, as well as having the time to reflect with my classmates on what's next, embracing this new chapter, how they're going to embrace the new chapter in their life, from transitioning from graduation to what's next in life, as well as to people that started families and moving and things like that. I just love it. I love seeing people do things that's out of the ordinary and doing something that's going to make so much of a change in their life. So to everyone out there that is scared to start a new chapter in their life, embrace it. If you know someone that is scared, tell them that it's okay, it's all right. You're there for them, and it's okay to live in fear for a while. But once you take your step, once you put the step out there in faith and things like that, it's going to be so worth it. I hope you guys learned 3 to 5 things from this episode as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, if I cannot help someone, long as I hope I help somebody. I know the feeling. I know how it is. I know how it get. So I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you guys understand. And I hope you guys are really understanding that you got to do what's best for you. You got to take charge. You are the captain of this ship. Regardless of how big or small something is in your life, embrace that new change. Embrace the challenge. Embrace the new journey, whatever the case may be. Love and honor yourself, but most importantly, just take that leap on faith and do what's best for you, my friend. Be your biggest cheerleader if nobody's going to cheer for you. Also, don't be afraid to give others their flowers as well, because it's hard out here. But nevertheless, y'all, I'm just so grateful and honored to share my personal experiences with y'all, and also hear from you guys when y'all reach out to me as well and want to learn more about me. Because now it makes me feel comfortable about when you get the question, when people ask you, like, who are you? I know who I am now, officially, without having to say, But I thank you all so very much for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to me. I hope you guys enjoy this weather. Up here in my city, it's like 67 degrees back now. Good, because it needs to be warm. Tired of all this hot heat. Please be safe out here. Enjoy yourself. Embrace new things. Try new things. meet new people. Be careful out here though as well. And also take that risk on doing something that you've never done before. And as always, be kind, respect others, take a leap on faith, be selfish, pop out, take the risk, but also pray. Manifestation is real, and put in the work. I'm so proud of you. You got this. Keep going. Don't stop. Never stop. All gas, no brakes. The world is yours, and I'm here for you every step of the way, my friend. I love you all so dearly. I wish y'all all nothing but the best. Please enjoy your beautiful week ahead. And you guys will hear from me next Wednesday for Wellness 101. Bye.